Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale still great? You're probably asking yourself why I'd be doing this. I just did my Sierra Nevada Celebration yearly video last week. And I mentioned that video that beer and this beer were desert island beers for me. And there was a couple comments. Someone had said that they really like Celebration, but they don't like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. And then someone else had said that they thought Sierra Nevada Pale Ale was overrated. Someone said they don't get the hype of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Oh no, that was Celebration. Anyways, I just was wondering kind of like, was I caught up in the moment when I said that? Do I really like love this beer that much? So I wanted to drink it again. It's been like 3 or 4 years since we reviewed it, and it's actually been a little bit since I've had it. So I grabbed one of these, what is this, a stovepipe can, 19-ounce can? This can was $2.79 down at the local liquor store down the street from me. Seems like a pretty okay deal. I don't know what you guys are paying for Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. They actually, I was going to grab like a 6 or a 12 pack and they didn't have any. So I just got this. So yeah, Sierra Nevada's in Chico. They're also in North Carolina somewhere. I didn't even look at the can on date when I grabbed this. It doesn't, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale does not have to be the freshest beer, but this was canned on, it's smudged, but I think it says September 1st. So we are November 10th, 2 months in the can. We are chugging along with Movember. There's a link in the description of this video if you guys would like to consider donating. It would be awesome. I would forever be appreciative. So let's check this beer out again, shall we? I'm pretty sure I still love this beer and think it's still fucking great, but I can't imagine me being like, you know what? It's really not as good as I thought it was. I've had this beer a lot of times. Told the story about this in my last review. Won't go over that again, but yeah, this beer, I mean, it looks like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It is going towards that copper color. This actually has a little bit of a chill haze on it, but I can see my fingers through the glass. 2 fingers of fluffy khaki head. It looks absolutely awesome. This is a beer I've had in bottles, I've had in cans, I've had on draft. I've had kegs of this at like house parties. I've had this beer, I think, in every form that you can have it. So let's go ahead and smell this thing. Yep, that's Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Gosh, this beer smells fucking awesome. It is bready, it's piney, it's floral. You know what's funny is it's very reminiscent of Celebration. I don't think it's as intense. Is that the best way to describe it? I don't know if it's, I think Sierra Nevada, I think Celebration, when we have it, I think that beer, obviously, I didn't even say the ABV of this, right? What is this, 5.6, I think. Dun, dun, dun. Does it not have it on the can? What the fuck are we doing? Oh, here we go. 5.6%. Celebration's what, 6.9? So you're going, you know, obviously an IPA is going to smell, I think, much more intense than what you'd expect a pale ale to smell like. So this kind of smells like a baby version of Celebration. It's just sweet, like honey. It's a little caramely. But yeah, sprucey, floral, grassy. It just smells so fucking good. Cheers. This is just a beer that I've had so many times, and I mentioned this in the Celebration video. I've never had like an off can or an off bottle of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Like we always joke about how like on Untppad, people will be like, batch 1 was better, bro. Batch 1 was better, bro. Like, and I said it in the Celebration video. Like, they are the epitome of consistency, which is wild because hops are like a living thing, right? We've talked about how like Galaxy hops have sucked for me, anyways, the last 3 or 4 years, and beers that have Galaxy in it, most of them recently have not been great. I don't know where they get their hops from. I don't know if there's like some special place that they contract and get hops from and only they can use their hops. I have no idea, but it is fucking wild to me that you could be anywhere in the United States of America and drink this beer and be like, yep, that's Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It is this, it tastes the exact same every time. I would say the only time you would get something you would get a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, like out of 12 packs, anything, and it tasted off is probably if it sat on the warm shelf and like got hot and like went from cold to hot to cold again. Maybe that would affect something. But if this beer is treated correctly and stored how it's supposed to be stored, it tastes the exact same every time. It is piney, it's grassy. There's a nice hop bitterness middle of your tongue. Doesn't go crazy, but it's there. It's just an awesome like hop expression. It's sweet, it's bready, caramely, a little bit of that honey sweetness that we were smelling is there. It's just, this beer is a joy to drink, and confirmed, A, this beer is still fucking great, and B, this is a desert island beer for me. If I could only have one beer forever, it would be this. I can drink this in the summertime. I can drink this right now in November when it's 45 degrees in the morning when I wake up. I could drink this in the springtime. I could drink this when it's raining. I could drink this when it's snowing. I could drink it when it's 100 degrees. I would love this beer any time of year. This is just, I mean, they've been brewing this beer for as long as I've been alive, I'm pretty sure. So over 40 years. Like, how is it that they can make a beer that tastes the exact fucking same for 40 years when they're using hops that they have to use? It's crazy. I love this beer still. And it's something that if you're new to the beer scene and you've never had this beer, you need to drink it. You might not appreciate it these days. You might not get it. But it's something that you have to be like, I should be drinking this beer. This beer, if you love hops, this beer should be in your fridge all the time. I know here in California, it's everywhere. I don't know what it's, I'm sure outside of California, it's everywhere. I can't imagine this not being places, but yeah, this beer is fan-fucking-tastic still. We will leave it at that. So, happy to say, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is still great. I like doing these videos and revisiting beers that I think are awesome, and they still are awesome. I just noticed that on this can it says can condition, so there you go. So let's talk about Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, you Sierra Nevada Pale Ale fans. And if you're not a fan, how come? What about this beer don't you like? I will accept it. I might not like your answer, but we'll talk about it. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.